Hi, hello, how are you? Good morning, it's Monday, I'm working, the chair's clean. I did not put my clothes away, but I put them on the bed, so hopefully that will force me to put them away before I go to sleep. That's one chore that I just don't think I'm ever really gonna get much better at. But it's Monday. Recap of last week's reading. I read City of Lost Souls, Nevermore, and Wondersmith. And this week, I think I'm going to be picking up HollowPox. This is the copy of HollowPox that I have. It's an Owl Crate Jr. exclusive edition. I just love this series. I just love it so much. It's been really great rereading it. I read HollowPox last year in December, so it has been about 5 months. And I'm just looking forward to it. After I finish HollowPox, I am going to go back and read City of Heavenly Fire. I've got it up on my shelf here. All of my series look so nice. This is the Mortal Instruments. These dark ones are the Dark Artifices. And then this is, wait, no. The middle ones are the Infernal Devices. And then the Dark Artifices are those large ones at the end. Finishing off City of Heavenly Fire will be all 3 of those series, and then I'm probably going to take a little bit of a break. I do want to read the Shadow Market book and the Bane Chronicles. I think I need to take a little bit of a break from the Shadowhunter world and read some of the books on my TBR unread books that I have just sitting around the house. Before I go out and buy more. It's already warm. It's supposed to be like 90 degrees today and relatively hot for the rest of the week, which is frustrating. I was hoping we were going to be back before summer in the office because this room that I work in gets hot after like 2 o'clock and I'm just not looking forward to that, so I'm either going to have to work from the living room after lunch or get a little window unit for the window here. I did find one at Walmart that's like $100. I had found some other ones from Bed Bath & Beyond that are like personal AC units. I've read some like decent reviews that if you like fill it with water, if you use like put ice cubes in it, that helps. So we'll see. I might try one of those out before I try to get a big window unit. But I need to do something that's going to help so that I can spend all day working from here and not have to work on the couch, which isn't that bad, but there are certain things that I just can't do with such a small screen, so I need to figure that out soon, because last year when I was trying to buy a fan, they were like all sold out because everybody was working from home. So I need to purchase something before it starts getting too hot and everybody starts buying everything up. So HollowPox is the goal for today. This might take me a little bit longer. I read Nevermore like on Friday all day, and then I read Wondersmith on Saturday and Sunday, but I'm working now, so I don't know how much I will be able to get through like during a work week, but I'm hoping to finish this in like 2 or 3 days. That way I can get through City of Heavenly Fire throughout the rest of the week. So I'm going to get back to work and I will talk to you guys later. Good morning, it's Tuesday. It's actually almost lunchtime. It's 11:30. My camera card has been plugged into my computer and I was just too lazy to go get it until just now, but I am working. It's a really slow day, so I have been crocheting in between tasks. Although I just realized that the border white that I used for this is different from the one I was using before, and you can't really tell unless you're like looking at it up close, but oh well, I'm too far in. I'm not going to go buy more white. I have plenty of white. It's just in this color instead of the original one that I was using, but it's such a small border, I think it'll be fine. Reading wise, I'm in the middle of HollowPox, so I got to page 145 I think last night. 140. And I think I'm going to do a little bit of reading right now while I'm like waiting for some emails to come back. And then during lunch, I'm going to edit some so that hopefully I have another vlog going up this Thursday. But since it's a slow day, I'm hoping I'll get kind of a lot of reading done. I'm considering like moving my computer to the shelf over there and just sitting in my chair for the rest of the day, and getting kind of comfortable. Still just loving HollowPox. It's great. I highly recommend, if you are like slumping, that you pick up some sort of middle grade. You fly through them. Oftentimes, this not included, but the books are really thin, so you can make good progress and kind of like bump up your Goodreads goal, but it's also just a good way to kind of pull you out of your reading slump. So I'm going to do a little bit more reading for now and then go on lunch, and probably do more reading later. So I will update you most likely tonight to let you know what my progress was. Hello, it is Thursday and I am updating you guys from my office at work. I have not done an update here in a really long time, and I don't think I updated you guys yesterday, so I thought I would do it from here. I'm in the office today. I am scanning mail. I've got the scanner in the back going, so I'm sorry if you can hear that. But I'm in the office. I really miss being in here. I can't wait to get back to like some sort of normalcy, but I don't think we're really going to see a ton of that until like the end of the year. We are coming back July 6th, mandatory 1 day a week. I could come back more if I wanted to, because I don't share an office with anybody, so I don't have to like coordinate my days, making sure that I'm not here when somebody else is here. And I might come in more than, I don't know, we'll see. Reading wise, still reading HollowPox, just a little over halfway through. I haven't done a ton of reading in the last couple of days. I will like pick it up to read a couple chapters, and then set it down because I'm crocheting or watching TV or doing something else. But I'm still really enjoying it. We are at the point where Morgan is, so I don't think I've described any of the books. The first book is Morgan entering like the trials to become a member of the Wondrous Society. She's from a different realm. She's not even supposed to know about the Free State, but Jupiter is her patron. She is the first person that he's ever sponsored, and it's basically to help her escape the Hunt to Smoke and Shadow, which was created by Ezra Squall. He uses it to kill kids on the cursed child list because he knows that they could potentially be Wondersmiths one day, and he wants all of that power for himself. So the whole book for Nevermore is surrounding the trials that she goes through in order to become a society member, and obviously she does become one. And then the second book is her first year at One Sock. There is one more trial that they go through. It's a loyalty test. So all year they're getting blackmailed. I'm trying to be quiet because I think somebody's on our floor. But they're being blackmailed that somebody knows their secret, which they think is that Morgan's a Wondersmith, because nobody outside of like her unit, her patron, and the elders for the school know. So her unit members are forced to do all of these like crazy things, or whoever it is that's blackmailing them is going to expose their secret. And part of that book that I really love is just like watching her and her unit members become closer and having each other's backs. And then this third book is her second year in the One Sock Society, but she's no longer in the mundane arts. She's part of the arcane arts, but also the wondrous arts. So she is on sub-level 9. The school like has the first floor, and then all of the actual school levels are sub-levels. So I think 3 to 6 is mundane. My coworker Joel is here. I will finish updating you guys later because I don't want him to hear me. Hi, I'm back and in a different t-shirt. It was a little bit too hot to be wearing that sweater at the house. My coworker Joel was in, he's in the office next to mine, and we actually ended up scaring each other because I face like the wall like this when I use my scanner, and my door is behind my back, so he came in to get some tea that I have on my desk. We talk about tea a lot, and he knocked. Didn't hear a response because I had my headphones in. I did not hear him knock or even hear the door open. I just so happened to like turn, and he gasped because he wasn't expecting me to be in there. I screamed and dropped the papers that I was holding because I wasn't expecting anybody to be in the office. And it was nice to see him, but it was a little bit of a fright. So like I was saying, HollowPox surrounds Morgan learning the wondrous arts. She's learning how to be a wondersmith. And there's also this weird disease going around called the HollowPox. It's affecting Wonimals, who are sentient creatures, basically. They are animals like leopards, ostriches, bears that have the brains of a human. So sometimes they walk on two, they wear jewelry and hats and run businesses, and so they're like people in animal bodies, but it's affecting them and it's removing all of the like cognitive development that they have and turning them into just like vicious animals the way that they would be naturally. I don't know why I'm suddenly getting so many friggin' text messages that I'm on the phone now that I have my camera on. And Morgan has been present for 3 attacks, and each time she's noticed that their eyes are glowing green right before they like completely shut down. And she just has a suspicion that that is something important, and she tells Jupiter, and he's like, well, we don't really want to tell people that their eyes are glowing green. There's already prejudice towards Wonimals because people think that they're just not the same as other people and animals who are like hybrid. So you could be like, one of the characters is a tortoise one, so he looks mostly like a person, but he's got a tortoise shell on his back and he moves really slow. But they think that Wonimals are like beneath them. And so he says if people are already looking for an excuse to not like them, if we tell them that their eyes start to glow green before they attack people, it's just going to make things worse. And she's also kind of being a little snubbish to her unit. All she talks about is sub 9, where her school is. All she wants to do is spend all of her time down there, which I understand, but she's supposed to be part of this unit. She's supposed to be doing what she can to contribute to the Wondrous Society, and she's not, and Thadia kind of calls her out on it and says, like, what about us? We are all trying to earn our keep, and you're just down there doing God knows what, forgetting about us. It's all you talk about. And that was really interesting, and I really, really want to do more reading tonight. I do have to work tomorrow, which is unfortunate. But hopefully I will get some more reading done. I did end up going into the bedroom at like 7:30 yesterday to knit, and it was really nice because I had the fan on the window, and I'm thinking about doing that again tonight. Just like laying down in bed, fan on the window, in my PJs, reading, because I don't have that much to do or that much to read, so I might be able to finish it tonight, but no promises. So I gotta get back to work, and I will update you guys later. Good morning. It's Friday, thank God. I don't have a ton of stuff to do. I do have a training coming up soon for one of our new girls to work on her transfer cases, and then just some sort of like random stuff, and hopefully this day goes by quickly. But I did want to tell you that I finished HollowPox last night, and it was really, really good. I have been saying this for like a week now. I just love this series so much. And I came to the conclusion last night that Nevermore has officially dethroned my previous favorite series, which was the Illuminae Files, which I do still really love. I just think I love Nevermore more. The friendships, the whimsicalness, the school, I would give anything to be a Nevermore student, to wear my uniform, to walk through Proudfoot House, to spend my mornings on Home Train. I just love it so much, and I haven't felt this way about a series in a very long time. So my reread was great. I do think that next I'm going to be picking up Heavenly Fire. Not looking forward to that too much, but I just want to be done with the Mortal Instruments and move on to other things. I am on a book buying ban. I have completely taken books out of my budget. I use a $0 budget, which means that every dollar is accounted for and put into a category, and I normally only allot $25 every 2 weeks. So that's one book that I can purchase. But I can also purchase books on Amazon because I have an Amazon budget and a Target budget, so sometimes I do get away with buying more books. But I just completely took out the book budget, the $25. It's not a part of my budget for the next couple of months, I think. I definitely need to go around, like, through my bookshelf, through my TBR cart, and write down every single book that I have that's unread, and I want to get down, like, at least half of them read before I start purchasing any more books. And I need to go through the very bottom shelf on my bookshelf, because the books that I put there are just books that I don't care to have on display, which makes me also think maybe I should just get rid of them to open up some more space down there. So I do already have a bag full of some books that I took off from the top shelf to make room for my Mortal Instruments series, and all my Shadowhunter books. So those are in a bag, and I will be donating them to my local library. They're just not doing donations currently. I believe they will be opening up next month, which is exciting. And I also want to try, like, checking out books, borrowing library books. There are some series that I started when I was in high school that I definitely need to reread and finish, but like the Cinder series, for example, by Melissa Meyer. I read the first book in high school, don't remember anything other than, like, the main character is sort of cyborgy, and I think she develops a relationship with, like, the prince. And most of that detail I think I've just seen on Instagram. So I want to reread that book, see if I have any interest in that series, and I might just rent from the library. That way I can finish the series and just kind of focus my money on books that I genuinely want and would like to keep. So that is my update for today. I will be picking up Heavenly Fire tonight. I went to Starbucks yesterday and did some reading for about an hour, and that was so great. The, like, serotonin that I get just from being outside, being at Starbucks, having a drink, and doing something, like, pre-COVID normal makes me so happy, and I just think that I need to start doing that more. So that's the plan, just doing more reading at Starbucks, more reading outside, leaving the house more. I desperately need that, desperately. So I'm gonna get back to work, and I will update you guys later. Hello, it's Thursday. I don't think I've updated you guys in an entire week, because I haven't done any reading. I want to read other things. I don't really care to read the final book, City of Heavenly Fire for the Mortal Instruments. I'm just over this series, but I know that if I read anything else or try to put it aside, I'm just never going to come back to it, and I just want to have it done. So hopefully over the next few days I can make some progress. I'm on page 27. I've literally just read the prologue. I'm about to start the first chapter. I did not know that we would get to see, like, Emma and Julian and the Blackthorns in this series, or in this book. It makes sense though, and it just breaks my heart that they're such young children, and I've already read the Dark Artifice series, so I know sort of, like, what difficulties lay ahead for them, and I just want to protect them. But yeah, I haven't been doing much reading. It's been super hot this week. It's been, like, in the 90s the last few days. I'm having, like, a really bad carpal tunnel flare up. My thumb basically feels like it's broken. It's throbbing constantly, so I'm having to wear my brace, and, like, holding my phone hurts my hand for too long, and also holding the book does. I can't even crochet because that really irritates it, and I think that that's what kind of, like, caused this flare up in the first place. And I just got my tattoo touched up. I've got the Sanoderm on it, so I'm just a mess. Our power was out last night. It was, like, scheduled, but of course it was on a day that it was, like, 93 degrees, and I could not fall asleep. I was just so uncomfortable, and we like heard this noise in the back alley that sounded like a can was being crushed, and so I was worried that like somebody was back there. And my boyfriend had like kind of like an altercation with this random guy and his like girlfriend or something that were parked in the back alley, and my neighbor went out there to go tell them like, hey, you can't be back here. And she's a woman, so Skylar went out there just to make sure everything was gonna be okay. And they were both like, you gotta go, you can't park here. And he's like, oh, I'm waiting for my mom. And they're like, you know, where does she live? And he's like, oh, these apartments over here, and she can't walk. And it's like, okay, but you're not even close to where she is, so you need maybe go over there. That makes more sense. And we ended up seeing his truck outside of like the motel that's near us, where there's like a ton of drug activity. So they were definitely just back here trying to do drugs. But because I'd heard the noise, I was like having all these crazy dreams about somebody breaking into our backyard, and I just got like 3 hours of sleep last night, and I can already feel like up in my forehead I'm getting a headache. And I just want to like put the AC unit that we have in the window in our bedroom, turn it on full blast, and get underneath the covers and watch like a comforting movie. I'm so tired. Thankfully I'm off tomorrow, so hopefully I'm gonna get some reading done. I'm gonna try to do like reading in 15-minute increments, and hopefully that helps. I'm ready to read other things, and like dwindle down my TBR a little bit. But again, I know if I don't read this now, I'm gonna put it down and never pick it back up. So I still have 2 more hours left of work, and then I can relax, and hopefully I'll have an update for you guys, most likely tomorrow. Hello, it is Friday, and it's like 2 in the afternoon, I think. Yeah, it's about to be 2. I am in the bedroom though. It's hot. I'm on my period, and I had the worst migraine yesterday that started like right after I finished work. Skylar and I went and got something to drink from Starbucks, and there was this car in front of me, and the sun was just like glaring right off of it, and I think that's kind of like what kicked it off. But we got home, and I immediately got into bed, and I was like, my head hurts so bad. And I was in bed for like 7 hours before I finally fell asleep, and I definitely just laid down with my eyes closed for like a good hour before I finally fell asleep. Like I was like, just don't open your eyes, just go to sleep. Just don't open your eyes, go to sleep. And I feel better today, but because of my feminine issues, I'm cramping, and I'm just tired. So we're gonna do a bed day. I do bed days every once in a while. Skylar does not like to spend time in the bedroom, but I do. So I've got the AC going. We just put it back up in the window for summertime. I made the bed. I've got like a super comfy blanket. I'm putting Bob's Burgers on, and I'm going to read. But I'm not reading City of Heavenly Fire. I'm going to read The Mystery of Black Hollow Lane. It's by Julie Noble. I've just decided that I'm gonna read City of Heavenly Fire later. I might pick it up before I read Chain of Iron or Chain of Gold, just to get me into that like Shadowhunters mindset in August. But it's telling myself that I have to read it is killing my reading mood so bad. Reading Nevermore, Wondersmith, and HollowPox like all in 1 week was great for my reading goal, and now having to go back to the Shadowhunters world, I'm just so uninterested. So I'm gonna pick this up. It's like 250 pages, and I just really want to read, but I have no interest in reading City of Heavenly Fire. So I've put it aside for now. I'm gonna eat. I ordered food, and then I'm going to read and maybe take a nap. Skylar's at the beach with his friends. I was going to go, but I just don't feel good. I don't want to be out in the heat. I don't want to have to be like, we have to be close to the bathrooms because I need to be able to go change. And so it's like, you go, I'm gonna stay home. So yeah, that's the plan. Let's see how much of this I can get through today.
Do you really want your last book to be sarcastic? No! I got it. Let's all spin the pit, then she can swim to safety. Right, JJ? Stupid book. I'm sick of acting like a dumb, helpless girl just so a hot boy who dances his feelings will notice me. That's not who I am. A smart, strong, sensual woman. Oh, good. Now, here's how I'll go with these out. Let me go out. Everyone, lock your arms like this.
Hello, it's 5:30 now and I finished The Mystery of Black Hollow Lane. It took me 3.5 hours and I'm done. It was really good. It's 300 pages, so that is like 5 hours of reading, but because it's middle grade and the like lines are spaced out so much, it only took me 3.5 hours, and I've just been laying in bed this entire time reading, and it was really great. I did not know that it was about a secret society, and I love books that have to do with secret societies. I don't know if the second book follows along with the same characters. I do have it, but I think I'm done reading for right now. I will probably pick that up tomorrow, but it was really, really good. I wouldn't say it was like a 5-star book. Definitely like a 4-star. Our main character, Emmy, her mom is a author. She writes books about parenting, and she gets a chance to do this TV show, and because she's going to be gone in like different cities, she decides to send her daughter to a boarding school in London, and while Emmy is there, she starts learning more about her father, who she thought was like murdered or who just went missing when she was 3. And her mom says that, you know, somebody that she really once cared for went to the school, and that's how she knows about it, and it kind of tips Emmy off that it was her dad. And so while she's there, she learns all of these things about her dad and about the secret order, who I feel like secret orders are always the same. They want power, and they will do whatever they can to help the other members in their society be as powerful as possible, and they're just greedy. And her dad was part of this order, and at one point decided that what they were doing wasn't good and wanted to take them down. And he stole something really valuable from them and left it to Emmy. And it's kind of gotten her into some trouble. It's made some members of the order come after her. And it was just really, really interesting. I really just love secret society set at old schools. It's such a good storyline, and I never get tired of it. So that's my first book finished for May. June actually. I'm definitely going to pick up the second book tomorrow. Probably not going to come back to City of Heavenly Fire for quite a while. I don't know if there are any more books out in this series already, but I'm going to look, and I might be picking them up. I'm not sure. But yeah, so I think I'm going to end this vlog here, because I don't know when I'm going to do any more reading. Oh, Marcy is giving me like the grumpiest look right now. So I'm gonna go. Why are you being so grumpy? I am gonna go. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know how your reading for May was going, what your plans for June are, and how you're doing. End of the month check. How is your mental health? Since I started therapy, mine's been a little bit better. My therapist asked if I knew what a parentified child meant, and I said yeah. My dad calls me a little mom. Parentified child basically means that as a child you took on a lot of parent responsibilities, and it's still affecting me to this day, so that's great. I definitely thought that I handled my childhood trauma a little bit better, and as I'm getting older I'm realizing I probably didn't. And I'm 25, I'm gonna be 26 in 2 months. I want to have kids soon, and I don't want to pass on any of my issues to them, so I'm trying to get it all sorted out. But I'm feeling pretty good these days, so that's great. I'm going to go now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!